But let's go ahead and take a look at the veto. Let's see what maps we're going to pick. Sam, if you had to guess the first map, what would it be?
It's going to be Coastline.
Coastline.
That's Rek's favorite map.
So I have a feeling that it's also going to go to Consulate.
Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready?
Okay.
Ready, chat? Here we go. Villa.
You got it like that. Let's go ahead.
Yo.
Here we go.
Oh,
we didn't cheat. I promise we didn't cheat. But the maps for the night will be Coastline, Consulate, and also Villa will be the tiebreaker map if need be. So we've all seen these teams play on these maps, especially Coastline Reciprocity played against Rogue. So this can be a really good thing for our bad. You have some VOD that you should remember if you looked over it, and you'll be able to see what Laxing, Foxay, and the rest of the squad likes to do.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Our bad has to bring something that Rec really hasn't seen before, but the bad thing is Rec has that fluid playstyle that everybody knows them for, and it gets a lot of teams in trouble, especially as we saw EG. EG even got in trouble, guys, and that's one of the most structured teams in all of America, and Rec beat them. That is the punishment of having such a fluid playstyle where you really are unpredictable. So it really just depends on what Rec is trying to bring to the table.
And speaking of unpredictable, our bad. This is going to be the unpredictable team of the day. We don't have as much VOD on them as we have a Reciprocity, so that's a plus. But let's see what the viewers out there think. We had our community polls up on Twitter. If you've been paying attention, let's go ahead and see what you guys think. And
oh,
85%
no love.
Reciprocity.
No love.
No love for our bad.
No love.
You guys are terrible.
That's a little harsh. I mean, they just beat Rogue. Like, everyone's like, nah, it was a fluke.
I thought it was going to be
Come
close.
on, man.
I thought it was going to be
Look,
kind of close.
look.
At least 20%.
Look, I know a lot of people are going to predict that Rec is going to beat our bad, okay? But it's not going to be a cakewalk, guys. It's not going to be a cakewalk. Our bad coming off that big Rogue victory. They have everything that you're looking for in a roster, especially coming up how they have.
Yeah.
Ex-pro player, recent ex-pro player. You have the clutchability factor. You have Carnage. Carnage with that massive clutch 1v2 on Rogue. I mean, you have all the proper chemicals in this makeup to try and make this happen.
All the proper chemicals in this makeup. I like.
I'm watching too much Breaking Bad.
I know. I was just going to say it. But also on the flip side, as we said on the recap show, it's as if Thanos got all 5 Infinity Stones ever since Reciprocity made this team change, and everything has been working out so far. Like I said.
Except for land. But anyways, they can make it again.
Yes,
that's
they can make it again.
This game is huge for
So
Rec.
they made it to the second round last USN, correct? The land finals.
Correct.
They lost against Evil Genius. It was actually a really close game, a really good game. But map number 1 here on Coastline.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see what the predictions are in the chat. If you guys, we saw that you had, what was it, 15% for our bad? I want our bad to prove everybody wrong. I want them to go down to the wire, but here goes our ban phase. We're going to ban 2 ops on attack and also defense.
All right, you ready for my bans for Reciprocity?
All right.
It's going to be Glaz. It's going to be Echo.
Glaz and Echo.
Yep.
Okay.
If our bad does not ban Glaz first.
I feel like Glaz is definitely a...
Okay, our bad's going to remove Jackal. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Taking that away so that the roam game can work a little bit better. Reciprocity likes to clear that early, so Jackal, removing Jackal will help them quite a bit. But it's going to be Glaz, and it's going to be Echo. I can almost guarantee you.
Well, Echo Maestro is always a 50-50 toss-up if you're banning on defense.
They always ban Echo.
On attack, Glaz has to be banned. Are they going to throw a curveball?
Oh, Capital! That buff really helping him out there. Glaz,
Yeah.
That means Glaz
is in play.
Glaz, Ying is also in play.
Yes! That's going to be a good one.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so Reciprocity going to be banning their first defensive operator. It's going to be Valkyrie.
Dude, they just showed me. I did all this ban research on CGG.
And it meant nothing.
And then they're like, nope, nah, it's fine. Don't worry. Capital Valkyrie. Like, one of Laxing's most played ops is Valkyrie.
I was getting there. No, all 3 of these bans, look at who uses them. Foxay, Laxing, and Echo is banned. That was pretty much a given.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to see a lot of Maestro play, but this is going to be interesting. Mark, also a very good Capital player whenever he's going into site, and the bans, to me, face value, looks like it's going to hurt Team Reciprocity more than anything, but here we are.
I mean,
Operator
2 of them they
pick.
did to themselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really how I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so we're going to go to Hookah Lounge and Billards. That's going to be our first defense site. We have Rav on Maestro. And Laxing, the IQ player. So Laxing, he recently changed his operator that he uses all the time on attack, and he goes to IQ. And how big is that for him and his team?
Massively. So the thing is that he used to play a lot of Thatcher, especially on this map. You don't need Hard Breach. Thatcher's still a good pick because you can get rid of a lot of electronics, specifically Jaeger's ADSs. You don't have to throw anything and burn them. You throw one EMP and you can get rid of most of them, goo mines, what have you. The only thing is that those EMP grenades were patched a couple patches ago to where they don't destroy Valkyrie cameras or anything like that anymore. So defaults, anything, they just get disabled for 10 seconds. Now, the Thatcher is still good against Maestro as well because it opens up the Evil Eye to where you can shoot it. So that is a big, big thing. That's going to help out Twitch as well, which you see Skies on as well.
You see his shield play over there. Barber, it's going to be interesting. We see Cali, he's going to be on Pulse. Pulse is going to be vital, especially towards the beginning round, phase 1, so to say, once you start to clear out the roamers, because Pulse, he's going to be around Blue Bar, Sunrise Bar, and also Office. And he's really important there because if you plan to plant the diffuser over near Hookah, that intel will be spread out to our Cali's teammates, and the kills will be easy.
You should see a big roam game here by Arbat, especially with that Jackal ban. If you're going to ban Jackal, you want to try and commit to the roam as much as possible, and it appears that they're going to do that. You guys saw 3 people being downstairs. Now, the traditional way is, Nitro Cell's downstairs, and they've definitely dedicated that. Tuffy on mute is going to have a Nitro Cell, as well as the Pulse of Cali. Only 2 you're going to see on site are going to be Rav and Beastly. Beastly on that smoke play, but he's been doing fantastic on it recently, top fragging as support, which is quite a big deal.
And we saw Retro on South Terrace. Right now, this is droning phase. This is where the game is going to slow down just a little bit. Gathering all the intel needed so you can go ahead and make that necessary push into Hookah. You see Skies on his Twitch drone. He sees Maestro. Remember, the Twitch drone buff. She will be able to take out those Maestro camps. That's going to be extremely important.
Oh, man.
That drone going down, that's going to be it. And Maestro is going to be down almost immediately. And Foxay is going to get the first blood, leaving it. In a 5v4, the Twitch drone cleans up the kill on Rav. And already Reciprocity, they're up 5v3. No, 5v2.
Everyone's falling off like flies here for Arbat. That F2 ripping through Rav on Maestro. It's all left up to Tuffy, and he's not going to last too long as Reciprocity pulls him over for the first round here on Coastline.
That was perfect.
Yeah,
perfect round.
Yeah, perfect round right off the bat.
Set the tone.
That's a way to set the tone. There we go. Oh, man, you guys aren't ready for this chemistry on this desk. I'm telling you right now.
I really like Team Reciprocity starting off on attack for them because they can set the tone more than anybody else out there. This is an aggressive team. They're slay heavy. They love to attack. They love to be all up in your face. And if they can do that before they go to defense, it's good for them.
Now, here's the thing. Reciprocity identified out that there was only 3 people off of site. The main thing that helped them get onto site was that Maestro down. Once they recognized out that Maestro got down, again, that F2 coming up big. The rate of fire plus the damage on that weapon is truly insane. So, takes down Maestro. Even though he's a 3 armor, rips through him, puts him down, confirms it with the Twitch drone. That opens up all of the Hookah site. They cannot try and deny that many people inside of one room. Nitro cells are powerful, but they're not a nuke. So you really can't stop everyone trying to clamber their way into Hookah. That's going to give Reciprocity the first round. Arbat's going to have to try and find an answer for this. They're going to go back to the same site. They go, no, that was a fluke. We'll see if we can work it out this time around. I'm going to assume that Rav is not going to try and peek anything at all.
And this is tough because if Maestro goes down, the only strong operator you have left on defense is going to be Smoke. He was the second player to die. Then after that, your roamers fall apart. They had no answer to Reciprocity.
They legitimately set up the roamers all downstairs to try and help if a big take happened, to try and prevent plant, right? But you didn't have anybody upstairs to try and help out your anchors. And that's really where, the rubber hits the road.
Yeah.
You put them all by their lonesome, and if one of them gets picked, it's just one person versus 2 or 3 people trying to take over site. And Smoke is really good, but he's not that good. He can't fight off 3 people as good as those toxic babes are.
You can run through those toxic
And we already
babes.
have an early pick. Carnage is down. There's not even 30 seconds left off. There's not even 30 seconds off of the clock, and that's inside of Sunrise. He was holding a long angle on Sunrise door, and Skies just absolutely deleted this man behind the bar.
So you got spawn peeked while you were on defense. You don't see that often.
Nothing like spawn peeking the spawn peeker.
So one thing I also would like to point out is that the signal jammers coming from the mute is going to be a big change for Arbat. That way, Twitch drones won't be as effective unless they can shoot those away. But it will stall them momentarily, especially when they're droning. But Skies, he's going to go in immediately with Twitch once again. You see Bar, which shows Carnage as he was down. The Skies patiently waiting. He knows that there's somebody over there, Cool Vibes. And Dockaby is in the play, so they're listening to all the cell phones vibrating. So that way they're going to give out all the intel given in with the wall bang. You see Zofia get some HP taken off. Foxay, low health as well. Oh, he sees the hand. He can get him. There he go, Laxing, able to take out Cali with shots in the leg and the arm. And next thing you know, it's a 5v3.
Is this Coastline or is this firing range here? Because my gosh, they're legitimately murdering everyone on our bad. Mark is accidentally going to down himself.
He wants to make it even.
He just wants to give him 20 HP. He feels bad. He feels bad for our bad. Anyways, besides that point, the Mute definitely going to be helping out our bad here, even though they are down 2 bodies already. Foxay on that Dokkaebi is exactly what it's going to be countering, is now Dokkaebi has had a little bit of a nerf to where either the phone will turn itself off after 11 seconds, or you can walk over a Mute Jammer real quick, and it will stop
the pinch. You see Laxing hitting the barbed wire, knowing that there's one player, Cool Vibes. Twitch drone and the extra drone sees a Cool Vibes player. And this is where Laxing is going to go for the kill. So pre-firing his way up there. He's going to take out Tuffy. So 5v2 and immediately, Rav, he's going to get the trade.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have 34 seconds left on the clock. You have both of your anchors alive. And as soon as I say that, Mark's going to confirm it. Retro's going to back it up. And Team Reciprocity with round number 2.
Sam, I would hope they do not choose a side again right now. It's not faring well for them.
This is not.
Reciprocity is picking them apart, textbook gameplay style. It's almost perfect.
You're not even in the neighborhood, my friend. Like you're not even close. You need to switch sides. Yeah, we're going kitchen. We're going kitchen.
All right.
That would definitely be the smart choice here. Now, one very strange thing about Reciprocity that we saw within their US and bracket run, when they played Coastline specifically, they play Penthouse. They do not play Kitchen.
Really?
So that might be something a little bit different that our bad's going to have to deal with on their offensive set, but we'll get to that when we get there. As of right now, we are going to have a pretty interesting pickup by our bad. We're going to have Alibi, which might help them out just a little bit. Alibi can be used in some different contexts. Her MX4 Storm is actually an insane weapon on defense. Super high rate of fire, and on extremely close quarters maps like this one, it can definitely win you some gunfights.
And one thing I would also like to point out to the new viewers out there, if you're ever new to Rainbow Six Siege like me, this map, you don't need a lot of hard breachers. That's why we do not see a lot of them out there. No Hibana, no Thermite, and also Thatcher really isn't needed at this point in time. Why? Because you really don't need to break through a lot of walls here. There's a lot of verticality when it comes to this gameplay.
Well, another thing as well is the reason that Coastline does not need hard breach is the amount of soft destruction. You have Laxing on IQ. He has a better gun. The L85 is really, really good, but the 5.52 Commando is the most damaging AR in the entire game. So when you have that, especially with Laxing, where if he only has to hit you 3 times, he wins a gunfight, I mean, which gun are you going to take?
Exactly. So Dokkaebi has been chosen by Foxay once more to go ahead and sniff out the roamers. You'll be able to hear that cell phone buzzing if he chooses to go ahead and choose that operator special ability. With the Claymore being set, Skies can go ahead and link up with the rest of his teammates. Twitch drone going in the kitchen. So this is the intel gathering phase. We're going to see how many players are in sight. Do the math, you'll figure out where the roamers are going to be, and you move from there. And just like that, the buff works. Twitch takes out Maestro's camera.
It's been a big talking point recently. A lot of people think that Twitch's Twitch drone is too powerful because it can destroy that, but no. Mira's the same way. This was my argument. Mira's the exact same way. If you don't pay attention to your utility, it gets destroyed. It gets popped. Why should this be any different? It's going to get our bad punished right there. They heard it a little bit too late. And actually, I feel like there's still just a little bit of room for error here with this because you're so used to that not really doing anything except disabling it.
Yes.
And now it opens it up and immediately gets it destroyed.
Foxay using a logic bomb, moving towards bathrooms. He knows the players are in front of him and able to get him down, getting a kill along with Mark. So Rav and Tuffy, they're out the game, leaving Reciprocity up 5v3.
He's putting the bomb right down next to the Evil Eye. Laxing's going to confirm one. It's 5v2. Again, we're all down to roamers here. Beastly will fall. It's up to Carnage in a 1 versus 4, but he's getting shot through the floor as he can possibly jump to square, but doesn't seem like he's going to have too many answers for this round. Too many ACOGs holding too many different angles here. See, these guys are going to challenge with that F2, and it's going to do the damage as Carnage will eat the dirt here on Cool Vibes, and Reciprocity is going to walk away with round number 3.
It's so unfortunate because he was so out of the game at that point in time. He's upstairs on the 2nd floor. He has to battle back into his own site, and that is so hard. The post play really didn't mean much for our bad, and their defense is pretty much non-existent. Reciprocity, they've been running through this entire game so far.
The biggest thing here is that Reciprocity, for the most part, ignores the heavy roam game of our bad.
Yes.
They had roamers all upstairs. Reciprocity never touched upstairs. Never touched it. They said, okay, which one of your roamers is close? Who is close? All we need is to pick. We just need one opening to get inside of your site. That's it. And that's exactly what happened. You saw the logic bomb go up by Fox A on Bathroom. Bandit tries to rotate out of Bathroom, eliminates him from the equation, and there is your opening.
That's my question. Fox A was able to go in the main lobby
for free.
And
Absolutely.
Fox A was in main lobby for a good 40 seconds.
Well, here's the thing. On maps, on most maps, you have to respect the rooms directly around your site. Think about Consulate, which is the map we're going to next. You always have to respect admin because you don't know if somebody swung there. You don't know because it's just far enough out of range where you can't have that sound cue. You always have to respect that room. Because there's immediate access. Any room that has that immediate access, like that, where you can walk right through a Lamborghini doorway, I mean, you're going to get punished.
So my question is, our bad, taking a look at the defense historically so far this game, the first 4 rounds, they've chosen more intel ops other than trap operators. Would say a Legion or another pick like that be key right now?
Well, here's the thing. You have IQ, right? You have IQ up, so it's not going to affect laxing too much. Granted, that's how often does laxing use his utility. For instance, right now,
Yes.
no, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, everyone has been watching the game, same as we have. You haven't seen laxing on his wrist scanner yet.
No, not once.
But the big thing is, can Legion stay alive? Because that is really what matters. If Legion cannot stay alive, he cannot get all of those traps, and it's not even going to have an effect on the round. The most you're going to have is possibly 2 to 3, and that's really about it. Now, granted, that's still going to have an effect on the round. With that being in there, you can possibly slow somebody down, like Sky is trying to make an aggressive peek. But at the end of the day, you're more than likely going to get punished, and that's exactly what they're doing again. Reciprocity going directly to site. Mark going to try and toss a nade and confirm someone, but it's going to land on deaf ears.
All right. The grenade wasn't able to do anything else, but Mark cooking one more frag grenade, trying to make a move. Nothing has happened so far. You see the Twitch drone gathering intel, and Rav finally getting the first blood for our bad, their very first time. But the logic bomb has gone off. You hear the rumors, you hear everybody else. As Fox A is able to clean up a kill on Rav, evening the odds. 4-4 right now. With Fox A moving in the kitchen. Looking towards Bathroom and down his sights. He's not able to take out Tuffy. So for the very first time, our bad, they're finally up. But once again, the trade comes through and the odds are even. 2v3. Our bad. They have a chance at coming back and winning this round.
Back and forth. Guys, this has only been half the round. Tuffy's going to take down Laxi, and it's all up to Retro. Everyone pegs him as a support player, but he's on the Zofia. Only has 1 more impact. Shoots the alibi, and that's where those come up big. Tuffy with the frag. Our bad with their first round.
Our bad finally picking things up, and hey, this could be good for them. Hopefully they'll gain some momentum. But it was pretty scary because our bad, their defense, the roam play wasn't too heavy, so they're pretty much like sitting ducks on the site. So if Reciprocity is able to continue to just go around and swarm the site, yes, our bad was able to win 1 round that way with the same type of play style, but will it happen again? That's the question. Consistency is key.
Well, the biggest thing about the early rounds is that our bad was trying to be the aggressor, and Reciprocity was countering that by just immediately rushing to site and handling things. This time around, our bad stacks more bodies on site and handles it their own way. Reciprocity impacts the shield next to the bomb, tries to get some aggression onto site, immediately answered by the Alda of Rav, and then things really just started to fall apart. More picks. Reciprocity tries to rotate to the backhand side. You saw Fox A try and go into the kitchen door, but eventually gets punished, but not after he gets an initial pick. They have to respect that there's more than 2 players trying to attack the site, and most of the time, especially with Team Reciprocity, they don't care about your roamers. They want that site presence. They're going to try and get on site. Just because you're safe from one side of the site doesn't mean there's another door or window staring you down.
So with the site being a sunrise bar and also blue, you're going to have to be cognizant about what's happening on the 2nd floor. with Mark picking Sledge, if he happens to take that operator up to Hookah Lounge or Builders, he's going to be able to use that hammer to hit the soft destruction, the soft floors, excuse me, be able to throw some frags down and be able to shoot down there with the L85. So I'm a little tongue-tied right now.
Oh, you're fine. Absolutely fine.
But our bat
Not like it's 3 a.m. or anything.
No, it's not 3 a.m. at all.
anyways, besides that point, this might be the only site that you guys see Reciprocity deal with this by taking another floor. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to have to take the second level here to try and get some soft destruction going on upstairs, do some reconstruction work here on Coastline. The reason you want to do that is you can pop this entire site open like a soda can from the top and legitimately shoot fish in a barrel inside of the site. Or you can try and take over Sunrise and plant directly behind the bomb, which is more or less the default plant spot for Sunrise due to the fact that the bomb chassis protects you from a lot of that gunfire.
You see a lot of Reciprocity teaming up towards Hookah Lounge right now. You have 2 players from our bad roaming in that area, watching out to defend that particular lane, but Ravi, he's going to be on post. So watching Hookah and Builders above him, he's going to have to be cognizant about what's happening on his floor as well. So he has a pretty tough job ahead of him. Retro, running out Hookah Lounge. You see that outline over towards Builders. He's going to be able to tag Doc. So Doc has been pinged.
I do want to talk about this right now. So we have 2 people up on the Hookah Billiards balcony. But pay attention to where Laxing, Skies, and Fox are. They're all 3 on separate areas right now trying to pinch out the upstairs. We did have Laxing rotate back to try and give some assistance, but Skies was down facing off on Office, and Fox A is rotating through VIP hallway right now. Barbed Wire is going to make a little bit of noise, but is it going to be enough? No, Callie will go down. That SMG-12 might help him out with a secondary gunfight. It's going to be Tuffy, but he wins it with a very nice placed headshot. Going to even things out. Reciprocity has to try and find a foothold here, because right now, nothing's happening.
Tuffy is able to go ahead and get the trade for our bat, evening the odds between them and Reciprocity. So with the roam play still in heavy effect, Reciprocity, they're going to have to find a way to dip some people around him and get to the bomb site. But Retro is able to get a headshot, taking out Tuffy. So, you saw the outline of a player. Carnage, he's going to be on cool vibes. See if he can be able to hold back Reciprocity long enough. 36 seconds left on the clock. Enough time to make something happen, but also, you don't want to wait too long. Carnage picking up a kill on Retro, so things are starting to look better for our bad. Sky's currently on the Twitch drone. Seems like he's baiting them in a blue bar for Laxing right now.
I don't know if it's going to work. I was going to try and confirm it, but Rav's going to find him through the floor as Laxing goes down. It's all up to Mark and Skies. 12 seconds left. Not allocating themselves to speed kills this time, but Sky's going to go in with the F2, and there's bullets raining everywhere. 4 seconds. He's got to find 2. No chance to try and play this bomb. He's going to confirm 1. It's all left up to just 1, but Mark is putting the bomb down behind the bar. Is the F2? Is he going to win it? Carnage takes him down. He's been so clutch, and he's going to win it. Carnage here on round number 5 to get things a little bit closer.
Carnage at the right place at the right time, able to get the kill on Skies, and also the objective player getting the 2K to go ahead and close out that round. With the 2K, our bat, they're now up to 2 rounds. 1 away from tying things with Team Reciprocity. But the next site is going to be at Hookah Lounge and Builders once again, where our bad, they're 0-2.
Very, very close was that round. If Skies had any more health, I feared for his life. I feared for his life,
yes.
Honestly. Because that F2, again, is an insane gun.
It's like a Spitfire, rapid-fire type of gun where it's really hard to win 1v1s against it.
And speaking of putting it in the right hands, I mean, he can just walk into a site and murder 2 people. Like, you don't see that every day.
No, you're right. But when Skies jumped in the side and picked up that kill, I honestly thought he was going to put the game on his back.
Well, here's the thing, right? Reciprocity, their initial takes were all about speed kills.
Yeah.
That's what it was. They initially got on his side in under 45 seconds to a minute, and we had bodies down, at least 3 of them on either side, by a minute 30. And that's insane. You have half the round still to play, and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
You don't traditionally see that, and that, again, is just Reciprocity's play style with how fast they like to take things, and it works out for them most of the time. I mean, still, they are in the lead, 3-2. Granted, they have dropped the last 2 rounds, but I'm going to assume that right now is really where our bad needs to make sure to pick things up. They need to be on their grind right now because Reciprocity is definitely understanding now this isn't a free game.
No, not at all. And our bad being the amateur team going against, like I said, a professional team in the scene. Now 1 round away from tying things up. So here we are, round number 6. But on board with Skies, he's going to be Twitch once more. You see Skies usually on Twitch or Buck, and either way, this man's a gunner. He knows how to make things happen. So this is pretty much going to be the first phase where they're pretty much gathering intel, joining out the sites. In Reciprocity, they're seeing something similar. They've been to the site before. So getting in the right positioning. You see the outline of the player from our bad. He's going to be on top of Cool Vibes.
No Maestro this time for Rav, as he is going to be on the dock. Going to assume he's going to try and take some more gunfights here. Now, recently, Purple Tarps has been patched out, so you either have to rappel or you can take a side angle over off of the VIP balcony, but it doesn't look as deep into the site as Purple Tarps did, so we don't have to talk about how to get up there anymore. Mark is going to be on the windows here, but once again, this does put you in prime position for someone to hop on VIP or out from below you on the Sunrise delivery area, where we now have Retro downstairs on Roam Hunt. Oh, man.
So
that
close.
bullet just went over Carnage's head, and he's got to be counting his lucky stars on that shot.
The Skies. He's going to be the victim of the first blood. Rav putting numbers on the board, getting a headshot. So our bad currently up 5 players to 4. So now with Skies out, you have no Twitch drone, and Mark is going to get the trade by killing Tuffy with a frag grenade, and Laxy's right behind him. 4v3 for Reciprocity. All of a sudden, the map gap flipped upside down. Our bad, they're now without their mute player.
Not going to have to worry about it too much. They still have the site players, and that's all that matters. Nitro cells, smoke babes, everything. Rav can help out as well with that ACOG that everyone loves to talk about on dock. Traditionally the gunning op now on the defense, but Mark's putting the bomb down. He's going to abandon ship though. 54 seconds, excuse me, left on the clock here. Still have concussions on Zofia with Retro as well. This is going to be very, very close. It's all about who's going to get that first pick. Laxing's going to decide to dedicate himself instead of backing down. Mark's going to get the bomb off, and this is going to be very bad for our bad. Callie will take down Mark though. He's going to even things out. But Laxing's got the angle. Will he win the gunfight? Very, very close. Foxy's going to pick up 2 off of Cool Vibes though. It's all left up to Beastly. He's got 3 to find. Laxing's very, very hurt. Oh my gosh, it's not going to matter just yet though. Foxy will go down. Laxing though will confirm it with a headshot onto a former pro as they take round number 6, and we will be switching the sides. 4-2 at the split.
The chemistry and the synergy between Laxing and Foxy was second to none. When Laxing was on hook.
Oh, no. That's the ship name now. Laxay.
Yeah, that's their fusion name.
Laxay, that's their fusion
right,
name.
exactly.
DBZ just...
When Laxing was on Hookah Lounge and you saw Foxy going with the Cool Vibes, whenever they called out those numbers, and 3 of those players pretty much lined up for Laxing, Foxy was there to go ahead and clean them up over their bar area, which was absolutely key for Reciprocity. Our bad, they had a great line of sight with Doc there with his ACOG, but it wasn't enough.
The drone game for Reciprocity is really, really good as well. If you guys notice when we were on Retro inside of Blue Bar, you can always go back and watch this later, but right now, stay here, stay put. Retro, inside of Blue Bar, you saw the drone enter the door. They knew somebody was more than likely inside of Sunrise, either that or they had the information on the rotation of them to Sunrise, whether dropping the hatch or what have you. Puts a drone in there. Laxing is holding the rotate from the door over by Sunrise. Immediately when that roamer tries to leave, tries to run out, he gets fragged. But if Laxing misses, Retro picks it up on the other end. That is that team synergy we're talking about that you have to have on this roam game. You don't want to try and take those 1v1s. Worst case scenario, yeah, you lose the body, but you immediately trade it out. And Reciprocity's been doing a bang-up job of it so far.
So Stokes, a little bit of a lesson for me and also some of the newer viewers out there, in case you guys didn't know.
Shoot.
I just started playing Rainbow Six Siege since December, USN, heavily, to prove a point. But Billards, you don't see a lot of roamers in the area, not a lot of defenders in that area. It seems to be no man's land.
It's a death trap.
It's a death trap. So from window at Ruins and coming from Aquarium, what is the best way to actually play Billards?
The best way to actually play billiards is going to be more than less Maestro, really, because what you can do is you can actually take those evil eyes and you can set them down to where they can see under the billiards table to get rid of the plant spot. Also, you can play it from Blue Bar downstairs, which is what you'll traditionally see, is someone shotgun open the default plant spot behind the bomb, because that's the safest place, as I'll show you right here. Oh, he cut out. Marciu, show me the plant spot, please. Here on A. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. As you see, they have the whole shot out, and the reason they did that is so roamers downstairs can rotate and take out anybody trying to plant. You don't want to play that site because that double window will get you punished, as well as the aquarium balcony. Very easy to take out people there.
And I'm guessing that's why Tuffy chose Buck and he's going first floor immediately, because with the skeleton keys, he's able to shoot through the soft breach ceiling and kill people above.
Last thing I can nerd out for you there is, so if you didn't know, smokes are actually clippable through walls.
Really?
Yes, so the Toxic Babes are clippable through walls, and another really, really big thing to do is sit inside of couches on billiards with smoke, and you can throw them against the corner of the wall and smoke, and it will actually go through the wall and affect the person on the other side. So you'll see it throughout a lot of pro games, not only on Coastline, there's a couple other spots, but I'll leave those as little Easter eggs for chat that they can find later on. Can't give all my cards out, you know, I gotta win my ranked games too.
I love it when you get nerdy, and that's also the appeal of Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, I love it.
Me, personally, because of how deep and in-depth the game is. You always learn something every time you play or watch the game.
There are levels to
There are levels to this. When you thought you knew something,
there's always a better way. That's what I love.
Exactly. So, we have Foxay going towards Legacy right now with Legion. He's going to back up a little bit. He has traps with him with the goo mines, able to put in some damage and also give off some intel whenever an operator steps on it. But moving towards builders.
Right when I say it, we're going to have the smoke over the corner on couches, as you guys can see on skies, and that's exactly for that clipping point where he can throw those into the corner to his left-hand side. It's going to be able to get rid of that plant. As you can hear the first one go off, as you can see, throws it down. It's going to stop him from planting behind the A bomb. Now that is going to get called. They're more than likely going to rotate somebody underneath to try and stop him. It's going to be laxing on Ella with that Scorpion. He's Sunrise Bar. He can always rotate over and try and get some help. Skies, though, is going to remove Beastly from the equation with an SMG-11 shot through the floor.
And just being cool, calm, and collected from Team Reciprocity is Retro able to get a headshot on Cali, extending their lead to 5v3, but with 11 seconds left to go, our bad, they're going to have to make a play right here, right now, but Retro gets a double, he gets a triple kill, and Reciprocity wins round 7.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we talk about when we say Doc is that fragging op. That Alda might be good on Maestro, but that MP5 can shred anybody, and that's exactly what you're going to see right there. Our badge is taking way too long to try and get allocated to site, and they're going to get punished for it.
It was so unfortunate. I mean, you have Buck on first floor. Why not go over there and stop the smoke player from stopping the plant? It just seems like our badge spent way too much time on one thing and not the other to help them put the diffuser down. So here we are, round number 8. Let's see if our badge can go ahead and even the odds, or if Reciprocity is just going to run away with it here at Coastline. Because you and I, we said before the stream actually started that Consulate is a map that Reciprocity is great at. And we've seen our bad struggle there before, so they're going to have to do something big right here in map number 1. And the preparation phase, we're going to see Team Reciprocity and their setup. It's going to be Penthouse.
This is very, very scary for our bad. Foxay and Laxing, I want you guys to look at that pair real quick. What do you see? You see Pulse, you see Vigil. We've seen this before a million times, most recently against Scylla's Gorillas in the USN on Border, where they ran rampant all over the offense of Scylla's Gorillas, punishing them at every single angle. It seemed like there was a million of them. They were literally all over the map at all times. So more than likely, you're going to be seeing a little bit of that, but something I do want to bring up is Retro. That is the one thing that, again, everyone praises Reciprocity for, is their flexibility. Retro is top fragging right now, and he mostly plays support ops, but a lot of the times, he will play Jaeger. Everyone on this entire roster has an aim, and they can punish you every step of the way.
I think that's the thing about Reciprocity that the fans love the most, is that every single player on this roster is versatile. They can play any role at any given time. You have Mark, he plays OBJ, and you know, everybody can switch roles if needed. They're all pretty much flex players, but Tuffy moving in towards the first floor and Laxing. He hears the footsteps to his right.
Very, very smart play here by Laxing. That ERC is going to be able to help him out if he hears a drone. If you guys don't know what the ERC does, it makes it where you cannot be seen by drones as Vigil for a very short amount of time. He does have Foxay over in the double bar to be able to help him out, but
the numbers aren't in his favor. It's a 1v3 right now. All three decide to go ahead and push in there.
Do you think he can't kill them all?
It's Laxton. He can do whatever he wants.
That man can do whatever he wants, trust me. You put some respect on that name right there, sir. I'm just saying. Not saying our bad is, you know, what's in their name, but hey, I mean, you got to respect that, especially that SMG-12, because that will tear through you in the right opportunity. But we are going to have Fox A finding some information from downstairs, and the more that our bad does not clear this out, the more information he will gather. Fox A, though, will take down Rad. That's going to be Ash, so it doesn't mean too much utility-wise, but it does mean one of the best fraggers on the offense besides Kali will go down. That F2 going to be the best weapon, again, for a fragger.
So more than a minute has gone down, and our bad has not killed not a single person
Not even in the
yet.
building.
Reciprocity was able to get 1 kill on Ash, which is going to be big for our bad. Excuse me, it's going to be big for Reciprocity. So Laxing is still alive over in the main lobby, but aiming down the sights. Barely misses a kill. Oh, but Carnage, he's going to peek it and try him, taking out Laxing with a headshot. But downstairs, you still have post play coming from Fox A. The intel is continuously being given to his teammates, and intel is king. But Fox A, he knows that there's one player around this desk. This is going to be it. The gunfight comes out, and Fox A able to get a kill on Carnage, and working on the double kill. He's unable to get it. It's Kali. It's going to end that hot hand.
Mark and Skies, the only 2 left on site, but 2 toxic babes still in the back pocket of Skies. It could definitely help them out. Nitro cell here for Mark as well. 34 seconds. Mark's going to get lit up a little bit. It's not going to confirm anything. That F2 is going to rip through yet another person. It's a 1v3. It's Skies. Here could possibly get a clip. Maybe.
It's going to be big.
We could see it. What's going to happen, chat? We don't know. 20 seconds left. He's going to push up to Hall of Fame. He knows somebody's got to be here. He's going to win the initial gunfight. That's going to put Buck down. Kali has very, very minimal health. This SMG-11, though, at range is so hard to use, and Kali, with that ACOG, will definitely win that gunfight. They're going to find their first round here on their offensive set.
I believe Kali had, what, a 3K, a 4K?
4K?
Something like that.
4K.
But Kali went absolutely huge for his team for our bad, and can he mimic that type of success once more? The bomb site's now going towards kitchen and service entrance. But Ravsey on Ash being the first person to go down, that's not a good sign. And if your team has to depend on clutches to win rounds, that's actually scary. So hopefully consistency is the name of the game for our bad as we go into round number 9. Reciprocity, we have Retro on Castle, which is what you love to see on Kitch. It's going to make things a little bit harder for our bad to get through with no slash, but Habana's coming up, the very first hard breach of that. We're going to see this map.
Yeah, so actually very interesting enough, the last time that we saw Reciprocity play Coastline, they didn't play Kitchen the entire time. Not once. Nope, double bar, hookah, and penthouse. This time around, on their 3rd round on defense, they're going to go to the kitchen, whether it be that they just don't want to play double bar anymore or what have you, but I'm sure if they win this whole thing, that will be a question that we can possibly ask Hopes. So we will see exactly what happens. But our bad is definitely not out of this just yet. Just picking up that round recently is getting closer to an equalizer here, but still a lot of game left to play. Need 2 rounds to just equalize and need 4 for the victory.
This is scary. Is Laxing going to be a roaming dog?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay.
That's terrifying, though.
No, that's scary. But Laxing looking to put the bulletproof camera over in courtyard somewhere, and there you have it. That way you can be able to get some intel right there in the middle of the map. So Laxing going towards his teammates at the moment, and let's see where our bad is coming from. You have Twitch drone all by himself. So I'm trying to get some intel over in the office area, but kind of caught in some luck as he's finally able to get over it. But our bad, they struggled earlier on in the map, able to whip up a few rounds with huge plays coming from Kali, and next thing you know, they're only down by 2 rounds now. They're able to win this, and they can slowly climb their way back up, but if Reciprocity gets to 6 wins, it's going to make things so much harder for our bad. You always want a 4 to 5 compared to a 3 to 6. Fox A, see him moving down the hallway with Legion. Those Guma is going to be important with those castle barricades out. It's going to slow our bad's offense just a tad bit, but aiming down the sights, Tuffy. He's not able to get the headshot, but kicking a frag grenade, he's going to decide to save it momentarily. His default cam is going to be able to tag him up.
Could possibly pre-fire here through the theater wall, but not going to try his hand at that just yet.
They can't see the X-rays like we do.
No. I'm an X-Men out here. I can legitimately see through walls. But Retro and Fox A will continue the roam upstairs, and it appears that our bad really wants nothing to do with it. They're trying to get a drone in there to get some information to try and help them out, but as of right now, Tuffy stuck in a rock in a hard place inside of 90. They're both going to drop, though, but Carnage will pick up Retro the latter half of that. He almost picks up 2, though, watching the hatch a little bit too late to pick up both.
The tell of the tape shows that when our bad goes ahead and they get the very first blood of the game, they wind up winning the round most of the time. So Retro, he's going to be taken out. So the Castle player, he's going to be taken out of play. So moving in, it's going to be our bad on board with Tuffy, utilizing Buck. See him moving towards hallway. Looking for roamers, not able to see anybody yet, but Laxing is definitely on the move, looking to frag out if he can. Callie, able to take out Mark, leaving our bad in a 5v3. Reciprocity now down once again. Defense doesn't seem to be their strong point at this moment in this matchup.
Here's the thing. You do still have Lax on the roam. Now, he could get punished here. You see the angle being held by Twitch, but he's going to win it out. It's Laxing. It's whatever for him. Water off the back as Fox A sees someone trying to enter office.
He knows.
Could take an aggressive peek here, though. He's creeping forward. That all walk helping him out, but Rav was not ready for that. The Ash is down, equalizing things out, and Laxing's going to find yet another one. It's going to be Carnage. Only 12 seconds left on the clock. It's a, oh my God! Team Reciprocity put him in the bag. Wow, what a round.
Everything just seems so calculated, but our bad just turned out to be bad at math. So what I'm trying to say is, you start off the game, you get the first blood, all right? And then after that, you get another kill. You're up 5v3. Then the roaming dot comes into play with Laxing. He's gonna get a 2K, and next thing you know, you're looking at a 3v3. Reciprocity comes up in the end. They go ahead, get the 2K, and close out the round. So 1 round away from winning map 1. Our bad has a long way to go. They have to be perfect. No room for mistakes.
Hold on, I'm checking the book real quick. What
does it say?
Yeah, that wasn't in the game plan. I don't know what happened there. It's just, I don't know. Like
that was rough.
That's stuff that you cannot calculate for. You go, we have the 2 picks. We win this round. And then Laxing just shows up. And he's like, dead. Okay, things are equalized. No, we're going to try and take site because they're off of site. We know they're off of site.
Yeah.
Let's go take site. Skies is like, no, I'm still here. Like, so it's just
the point I want to make.
Punished every step of the way.
And you said it in the first half. Reciprocity, they're phenomenal when it comes to joining out areas. Reciprocity, whenever they get into a gunfight, it's pre-calculated. They know where the player's at. They know where to aim at. And that's it. Our bad, they seem to be surprised every time they get into a gunfight.
Yeah.
They don't know where Reciprocity is.
I think that's a main thing, especially for a lot of players. If you guys aren't doing this at home, whenever you're about to enter a doorway and enter a new part of room that you know for a fact your team does not have any information on,
Drone it.
No, not even that. Pre-aim. A lot of people just full set and just walk through the door and they're like, I died to an Ella sitting here. Not Laxing.
No, Fox
guys,
when
they're
he pre-aimed through Aquarium and got that kill.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
it was perfect.
He had no idea that guy was on the right-hand side of that door. He knew he opened the door. He knew that he was more than likely on the right-hand side. That guy could have rotated to Narnia or been holding the angle all the way back. You don't know. But Reciprocity, ready for these gunfights at every step of the way, and it's punishing our bad. And I think at this point it's because our bad is not the aggressor. You're going up against a lot of players on Reciprocity that just have a split-second sense to where they can just literally win those gunfights if they are the aggressor. Try and take those gunfights. Again, this is something that I've talked about quite a bit, especially with just other teams and things along those times, trying to help people out. You are the offense. That's what you are. You are offense. What does that mean? You are offensive.
Yeah.
Go. Push. You are not the defense. The defense's job is to wane down your time. And that's exactly what Reciprocity's been doing. They let all that time crunch come in, and then immediately after that, they punish.
And one thing I would also like to point out, that was the second time in this map where our bad waited until the very last 5 to 10 seconds to go ahead and make the play that they had to make. So, yep, Doc chilling on cool vibes, relaxing. Reciprocity still on defense, and Skies is going to get the first blood, so our bad, down 1. In a position where they do not want to be. They have to be perfect. They have to win out every single round from here. But now they're down to play. 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock. You're going to have Tuff, you move in with the Buck. He's right underneath the bomb site. But kicking up a frag grenade, so go ahead and toss it, and he's not going to get a kill.
Be a little bit of expenditure for not too much payback here. Is 1:10 is all that is left. Reciprocity still has all their bodies up, and this is starting to get in very, very dangerous territory. This could already be map 1 right here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are entering the danger zone, more or less. I mean, our bad has to pick it up. They have to go.
They don't have any real estate at all.
No, nothing. You don't have a single foothold anywhere.
47 seconds now.
Stuck. Now, things are going to get pretty crazy here in a couple seconds when they realize, hey, we're just got to run at sight. But everything is pinched. They're inside of aquarium, and that's it. That's all they have. They have both of the anchors. They have people trying to rotate through luggage. And Reciprocity also has somebody on cool vibes. You can't even rotate around to try and get in the back end of sight. Because more than likely, you're either going to kill Fox A, or Fox A is going to frag you inside of that hallway. So, rock hard place here for our bad. 20 seconds left on the clock. Something's got to give, and more than likely, it's going to be Reciprocity, as we should be seeing things pop off here. Retro with the first kill. Mark's going to follow it up. No. Everyone's falling. It's just bodies. Take them to the morgue. Reciprocity with map number 1 here on Coastline.
I felt helpless watching that. I felt helpless. You saw our bad stacking up. We all knew where they were going to go. I knew, you knew, Reciprocity knew.
He,
and
she, we, Wumbo.
The chat knew.
Yeah, everyone knew.
My mom knew. She's not even watching right now. But, and they waited so long to where you heard the gas canisters coming from smoke. And he had 45 seconds to burn with only 30 somewhat seconds left on the clock. But take a look at the stats. Retro, 11 and 5. Skies with 10 kills of his own. And Reciprocity, they're going to run away with map number 1. That was big.
That was very, very big.
That was big.
Just a way to set the tone, really. Yeah. I mean, Reciprocity is still showing that that's the reason they're one of the top 5 teams in all of North America. And, I mean, there's not real much more to say about that except for that, obviously, a little bit of a blunder there by Mark on the top of the balcony. But, hey, it happens to the best of us.
It was rough to watch. It was pretty frustrating how whenever the Maestro was in play, he was helpless. They were never able to destroy those Twitch drones and really let Skies run in free and destroy those Evil Eyes for free. You have to be cognizant about what's going on. You know that he's picking Twitch every single round. Why not protect Maestro's utility?
Well, it's a very difficult thing, and this is why a lot of people ban out Echo. Echoes are invisible. It's very hard for Twitch to try and find those, especially on that drone screen, because you have a color shift. So it's very, very hard to see those invisible drones on the ceiling, or they can hide them under whatever, or on the ceiling on air vents. We've seen a million places to put yokai drones.
Yeah.
But that's why he gets banned out, especially now, because you don't have to worry about an invisible drone. You see this big ball on a wall, and you go, okay, tase, done. That's all. That's it.
There's so many operators that can just destroy Maestro's utility now.
Yeah, but it needed to happen.
It needed to happen.
He still is insane. The Alda is so good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Just because somebody has super good utility doesn't mean that you give them a bad gun. Just this time they were like, we haven't done an LMG on defense yet. Let's do that. And it legitimately, the Alda, you can clutch up almost every round in the proper hands. It's truly insane how much firepower that gun has. But it's not really going to help him out this time around. 7-3 here on Coastline, and it was more or less just the Reciprocity show. The only rounds that our bad won were 2 on offense, 1 on defense when they attacked Penthouse, and that immediately got abandoned by Reciprocity as they immediately went to Kitchen after that. So I think the tail of the tape for our bad was just the fact that they just wouldn't push anything. I mean, it's not, you are just delaying the inevitable, more or less, especially in that last 30 seconds when you're all just bunched up on the same side.
Yeah.
Just try and get an entry frag, whether it's, getting a drone out there, trying to find somebody and getting someone to rotate. 30 seconds is plenty of time to rotate somebody.
Right.
We've seen it a million times. By Laxing. We're just going to keep talking about him because he's in the game, because it's relevant. So, I mean, Laxing will full-on rotate at 20 seconds left. If he can get to the other side, he's already there. You're all paying attention to the one side that's being attacked. Laxing's there, gets some free frags, makes it easier on the people trying to do the pinpoint attack.
I feel like it's the basics of the game. The roam presence coming from Reciprocity was just way too good for our bad. Our bad, they struggled when it came to killing roamers, and there wasn't rounds where they convincingly killed the roamers as if it was easy like Reciprocity did on the flip side when they were on attack. So the one thing is they're going to have to be better when it comes to drone work, okay? Other than that, be better with your time. Have a plan B to your plan A. Whenever plan A was destroyed, we saw our bad just bunch up and just waste an entire minute off the clock.
You have
that hookah push, I mean the builder's push, they sat there, and I was like, okay, when is this push going to happen now? You're standing still, you haven't taken a step within the last 40 seconds. What's your backup plan?
You have to have 60 strats per site.
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah, but once again, hey, for those of you that don't know, this game is extremely important because over the last 2 weeks, we have shown our Western semifinals for week 1 and week 2. These are the 2 winners, Reciprocity and our bad. The winner of this, they will be invited to the U.S. Nationals, wherever the land will be.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this map. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
What do you want to say about this map, though?
On Consulate?
Yes.
Oh, man. I will say our bad's probably going to be in some bad territory here.
You think so?
Especially with that game against Nocturnal that we saw, I don't think our bad takes this. I know that's very harsh to say, especially where we're literally inside of ban phase, but they just could not find the answer to Nocturnal at all. And
no.
Nocturnal is a newer team to the game. They're not newer players, just a newer team that no one really knows about. Blackbeard going to be banned out, Nomad going to be banned out. That's pretty obvious. Nomad are very, very good at trying to hold down the balcony by herself. You can put those air jabs all over because they do not knock you off of rappel. It would be kind of funny, though, if they did. Blackbeard getting banned out because there is a lot of window play on this map. And having a face shield allows you to stay alive just a little bit longer and win that gunfight. Now, more than likely, we are going to see the Echo ban here.
Yep.
There we go. And then last but not least, you're not going to see a Mira ban here. Mira is not very good on this map at all. You might see a Maestro ban, or you might see something that's just very, very weird. Let's see what it is. It's going to be the Valkyrie. Okay, so that isn't too weird, especially for this map. This is actually Valkyrie's best map in terms of her utility usage.
I agree.
Plenty of trees outside, everything. Trust me, Valkyrie main here. Don't worry about it. You can legitimately line up the entire outside, and they're very, very hard to find. You're going to see, if she's on the playing field, you're going to see a lot of IQ play. But with the Reciprocity, you're going to see a lot of that anyways.
The one thing I like about watching Reciprocity on this map, I mean, you're going to have to go back to a few months ago. Laxing won the Esports Play of the Year on this map. Whenever you watch these players play on this map, even dating back to
Was that the one I casted?
That was the one you casted.
God, I hate
the ace.
Cast. Everyone congratulated me about that, and I was like, dude, like I actually hated that call so much. Not because of like laxing, just because of me. I've improved so much since then. It's like, oh gosh, dang it. But you know, it happens. It's whatever. So it's not about me. It's about how crazy laxing is on Garage. That Consulate play, though, massive. He was literally pinned down between a rock and a hard place, right over where laxing's actually standing right now.
Yeah.
It was able to pick up a 4K, completely open up the Garage site, and they ended up winning that round. So Cloud9 at the time, not Cloud9 anymore. Laxing still doing his thing.
But the point I was getting to is historically, we've always seen this group of players on 4-5 just run rampant on this map. No matter what the bomb site is, they seem to excel at everywhere you can go. So the first site is going to be down in the basement garage. Our bad. They're going to have a long way ahead of them. You have the Thermite, you have the Thatcher. It's all about making plays now.
It's the long road now for our bad, because not only do they have to win map 1, but then we got to go to Villa, and they got to win map 2. So at the very least, we still have 14 rounds to watch of gameplay, and that's if it's a 7-0, Veli. That's if it's a 7-0. Do you think this is going to go to a 7-0? Absolutely not. It's not. It's not going to happen.
I wouldn't bet on that at all.
It's not going to happen, big fella. It's not.
It's going to be interesting. You have Mark with the mirror setups, and Reciprocity, they're playing a bit back. So our bad, you have the Buck player in play. He's going to go towards Piano. That's pretty much going to be the standard spot for Buck. Why? Because you can use the skeleton keys to go ahead, shoot down, and get rid of those bandit charges and kill anybody that's nearby. Already, Foxay leading the way, getting the kill on Cali, getting him out of here. So that's going to be that. Was that a run out?
No, nothing like a good window peek from Yellow, as we are going to have Fox peek on that single panel window on the landing. He's going to be able to confirm one. Both nades going to go down for Tuffy with basically no information. Don't really know why those nades were thrown. A little bit of a waste of utility there for him, but they do have the garage open already, which is a good thing. Basically going for panel number 1. Already opened up panel number 3. Trying to open up both of those panels so you get longer lines of sight. That's the traditional way to do it. You either open up the very center panel, which, you know, if you're standing outside, it goes from left to right. 1, 2, 3. You either open up panels 1 or 2, or excuse me, 1 or 3, or panel number 2. That's it. If you open up any more, you open up some angles that actually help out the defense quite a bit more than they help out the offense, and obviously you don't want to do that.
I'm going to be honest, with garage door open now, the one player that comes to mind is going to be Capital, and Cali is going to be the first victim of first blood. With Capital being out, you're not going to have those 2 smoke boats, you're not going to have those 2 asphyxiated boats, and that's going to be rough. You can clear out entire areas with Capital. So Our bad down 4v5 and the clock is ticking. 1 minute and 15 seconds left.
Well, to get down into the specifics before some action pops off here at the end of the round, everyone, setting the tone is Reciprocity. That early frag is going to punish them quite a bit. We still have plenty of utility on board. Sky's still upstairs. This is not looking good for our bad at all. They don't have any presence anywhere else except the garage door, and he's playing the hole upstairs that was made by Zofia upside down. They're going to try and frag him out. They know he's there now, but what are you really going to do besides push Carnage down yellow? He's going to claim the life of Mark. 4 versus 4. Something's got to give. Retro's going to take down Tuffy. We do have a flank coming in, though. Actually, excuse me, that's going to be Skies pushing his way up. He's going to get a couple bullets in the person on rotate, but I don't believe he knows the diffuser is going down just yet. 2v4. Is he going to be able to kill the planter? Yes, he will, but Carnage will claim his life. 1 versus 3. Fox A on the rotate, though, will take down Carnage. That's going to be Reciprocity here with round number 1.
At first, you and I were wondering, okay, how is our bad going to run in here? You have 3 people on the first floor in piano looking down. It's going to be hard to run through the front door garage. But Carnage, he went yellow, able to pick up a kill, and that opened things up for our bad. They were able to really get behind enemy lines, and Reciprocity, they were able to act on it fast. Retro turned around, got a kill, and next thing you know, our bad found themselves in a 1v3. So the very first round is going to go to Team Reciprocity, continuing their streak, coming from the very first map.
And so far, it's just been so easy for Reciprocity. And what I wanted to talk about before, I was rudely interrupted by someone dying. Gosh bless, man, come on. Setting the tone per round, and that's exactly what Fox A did that last round. Those early frags make a lot of teams slow down, especially younger teams. You do have Beastly, you have a lot of people that are veterans of the competitive scene inside of Rainbow Six, but it still punishes a lot of teams. That's a very, very big thing, though. When you're able to get those initial frags, especially on important operators like you were saying with Capital, they can't do anything. They're like, okay, my friend just died, and we don't know where that guy was. It just killed him. He gets the call from yellow, but now Fox A could be anywhere. You're already down a player. You try and play things safe, which means you play things slow.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, that punishes people because they just time waste, they stall out, and they get nothing for it.
And we all saw how our bad was fighting against time once again once Capital went out of play, and that's why it's always important to have Fan B. But
old tricks die hard.
Fox A.
You know what he's doing?
Is this an OG thing?
Yeah, this is like an OG thing from when he first came out.
Really?
You know what he's doing? So, when you go on Repel, and if you step on the window, the goo mine actually activates and goes into your ankle. Yes, so it punishes a lot of people for playing Windows heavily. And, you know, you don't see an IQ or anybody else, and it's not used too often anymore, but it can definitely get a lot of people into some trouble, and it delays quite a bit as well, because, again, he gets 8 of those mines. So when you go down to take off 1, he just replaces it again. He goes, hey, if you are silly enough to not know that I already did that once, and I'm going to do it again, you're going to get yet another goo mine. And they can't take it out on Repel. You have to get off. So you have to get off. It's going to do damage that entire time, sets you up for an easier gunfight. Oh, no. Callie. Yeah, this is where that Capital buff is really going to show its true colors. Let's see if it can take out the man on yellow. Oh, that grenade roll.
Yeah, that was
always comical. Always comical.
Time.
Always comical when a Jaeger gets taken down by a grenade, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But Retro, in the face of danger, is able to get out of bathroom, and he's going to be able to save his life. So our bad being up 5v4, Retro with less than a quarter of health, and Fox A is going to run right through the smoke canister to try to get a kill in. Ravsy's going to clean that up. 5v3 for our bad. Make that a 4v3 because Laxing has an answer of his own.
What is this Mira?
This is a
That's very peculiar. If they take Flag Hallway, this really messes everything up. Marcio, can we get a overview of Flag Hallway, please? Okay, so they have a rotate set up to where Skies can try and help them out and try and delay as much as possible. But if they take an from admin here, this could really, really punish them. I'm going to assume that's why they started with Fox A over an admin, so they knew that was not happening. Tuffy, though, going to claim a life on yellow stairs. It's 3 versus 2. Still plenty of time left. Laxing going to back it up, though. Scally will go down. Very, very close. That shotgun going to confirm on yellow. It's going to be all left up to Beastly, and Skies is going to get another one. Some reconstructive surgery here on yellow stairs. Very, very intelligent play here from the longtime pro.
The way Reciprocity manages to make something out of nothing time and time again, I personally thought that they lost that round. I thought they were in a bad position. I thought BC was in a great spot. The yellow stair control was absolutely key after Tuffy got that kill. But Laxing and Skies happened.
Well, what's the conversation that we just had? What's the conversation we just had, chat? Come on.
You gonna tell
Don't
like that?
slow down.
Okay.
Don't slow down. That's what Reciprocity does not do. People might die. People are going to die. It's a first-person shooter. People get shot. People get killed.
You know what
That's how things work. They continue the same aggression. It's calculated.
Yeah.
They don't go too wild, except for Fox A trying to rush through his own toxic smoke to try and kill somebody.
Yeah.
But they do not stop their aggression. If they have the information and they are confident in themselves, they take that gunfight. Skies especially punishes the man on yellow stairs for not respecting that somebody can obviously still walk in.
But
no
that
one's
was
holding the skylight. Oh yeah, I mean it's
Tuffy.
unfortunate for him, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things going on. I don't really know why he was looking down the yellow stairs. I'm going to assume it was more or less because Laxing just had that run out down the stairs, and he was scared about Laxing rotating up yellow, and Skies immediately punished on that. Whether he read into that or what have you, we don't know. I am not inside of Skies' head like that. But I can tell you that secondary play with the shotgun onto the wall of yellow was truly insane.
With the bomb sites and lobby and piano. Let's see if our bad can go ahead and correct their mistakes. But Stokes, you know what we call that? We call that the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. There you go.
I'll give you that right
And
there.
Stokes literally he just dapped me up in real life because it's true. Tuffy, once he got that kill, our bad went from a team that was extremely aggressive and worked hard for their kills to where they turtled. They turtled for no reason at all. BC was going to be able to get the plant down, and next thing you know, Laxing gets the run-out kill, and Skies gets the 2K of his own, and Reciprocity wins their second round. You cannot slow down once you set the tempo and you have the momentum going on for yourself. You had Team Reciprocity's backs against the wall.
This is where Reciprocity bowls over a lot of people because you expect them to turtle. You go, okay, we just got to play for picks here.
They don't.
You go, oh, no. Hold on. Whoa. We're playing for picks here.
Yes.
And that's what they do, and they punish you for it. So, I mean, we'll see exactly what our bad is going to bring to the table anymore. Foxy's looking for a hop out right here.
Oh,
he's going to go for it. He's waiting for him. He doesn't even know. Oh, no! Oh, my God, Foxy! He's like, oh, are you not going to come to me? Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I'll come to you. Bye-bye, Callie. It's a simple phone call for me, man. Dial Sprint. There you go. See you later.
But Callie sat there the entire time. He didn't move.
He had no idea. He was on drone. He had no idea. On drone, he just saw enemy detected outside. I'm fine. Boom. Dead.
Fox.
You played yourself.
And Fox A picks up another kill, a headshot on Tuffy. Fox A is running loose. Listen, you put Fox A in the game, you might mess around and lose some elo, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we talk about letting Laxing out of the cage all the time, but Fox A, even though he is going to get taken down finally by Carnage, has already done the damage. No more buck means no more grenades, no more skeleton key, and Callie especially. The new scope of the M249, a favorite of a lot of people, but his utility now is just so powerful. You don't want to be without it, and they're not going to have that to try and take down Lobby.
So Reciprocity Retro still has Maestro, and one of the most important people, to me at least, Sky, still has Post alive. So he'll be able to get some heartbeats detected, gather some intel for his team, and our bad, they're down once again. This is a story that we've seen since map 1.
Mm-hmm. This could be very, very bad for our bad. Very, very bad. Beastly has the bomb, but does he know he has the bomb? That's the real question. That's the real question, because a lot of the time when you're in these moments, you don't know. Rotate, though, by Rav. No one's going to be watching the flag hallway, going to get immediately punished there by the Thatcher. But do they have enough time? That's a real question. Retro, top of yellow, going to see someone try and dedicate themselves inside, but is this going to be a quick door peek here? Mark going to try and see if he can find him, but Beastly's going to remove his head for him. Skies will follow it up, though. 2v2, only 19 seconds left. They have to try and find something. Something's got to give, and more than likely, it's going to be our bad. All left up to Carnage in 10 seconds. We've seen him do better, but Retro is going to put him down with the ACOG of the Alda. Reciprocity, 3 in a row, and it doesn't appear that they're stopping any time soon. Actually, if you want to include the last map, it's 5 in a row.
5 in a row. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Reciprocity are going to lose around this map?
Well, here's the thing. There's a reason, if you remember, Val, I don't know if you watched our esports at the time, but it used to be back and forth. Offense, defense, offense, defense, offense, defense, right?
Okay.
Right, okay. The reason that we switched over to this, which is more of like that CS style, right, is because you can build momentum.
And momentum is
a very, very hard thing to build when you go back and forth after each round, right? Because you're switching sides every single round. Not very intuitive to what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So with this format, it makes it so much more easier to continue to bowl over your opponents, especially when they're not trying to adjust. Our bad is not respecting how aggressive Reciprocity wants to be.
Our bad isn't respecting Reciprocity in 1v1 game sense because...
Well, not even that. I mean,
with that last push,
hold on 1 second.
and everybody was split.
Think about this, though. I can tell you for a fact.
Oh, to be.
I have 3K hours in this game. You have hours. Everyone inside of chat has thousands of hours in this game, right?
Okay.
I guarantee there's less than 1% of you that have been nitro celled in that spot. Less than 1%. That is, I guarantee you, that is why Callie did not move. You don't go, you don't repel there and go, I'm gonna get nitro celled. Like that does not happen.
And once again, that's the beauty of Rainbow Six Siege. You always see something new every single time.
I'm gonna get nitro celled off that the next time I drone. 100%. Someone's gonna nitro cell me. They're gonna be like, from Team Reciprocity with love. I'm gonna be like, I'm sad. Now I'm also gold. So, yeah, I just dropped my pen. Anyways, besides that point.
Yeah. So
our bad just needs to try and find their own footing. They need to try and stop going for the immediate site windows, whether it's trying to set up an admin take or something along those lines. They just need to find a way to counteract this aggressive Reciprocity defense.
If they go ahead and make a push into the site to go ahead and clear out roamers, I'm going to see them utilize their numbers when it comes to that. I don't want to see a lot of 1v1s. I'm going to see you guys pushing there as a unit. That way you can save some time, get some guaranteed kills, and then move towards the bomb sites down here in Garage. But the Thermite has been in play. You got the garage door wide open. So here goes the drone working. The drones are immediately being shot out. Reciprocity, they don't want none of that. You're not getting any intel from us. That's going to be it. But Retro and Maestro has an evil eye down. He's going to be able to see everybody that happens to come in, and with the shots coming out, he's able to take some health off of Rav.
This is a very, very good evil eye placement as well. Very hard to destroy. There's no twitch on the offense either, so they're gonna have to handle it.
What is Foxy gonna do?
Foxy could actually. You know what? There's two things. One, he could do this, which he's going to impact doubly. You can actually do this also with Buck. If you take the upstairs floor, you can actually buck through both floors with him. Okay. If you crouch.
But reach is that low.
Yes, it does. Okay. Yes, it does. The skeleton key can reach that. Or this is more than likely what's going to happen. Foxy is going to hop this window. I'm telling you right now, he wants to do it so bad.
I want him to do it.
I want him to do it as well, but I'm pretty sure he has somebody holding his angle over there on the right-hand side of things. But more than likely, when this pops off, you're going to see this man coming off the top rope and trying to handle business.
So Reciprocity destroyed about 4 drones just now going in the garage. Evil Eye, whether it's, gunfire. Our bad, they're not able to go in and gather the intel that they want. So when they go in now, they have the smoke boats coming. They're going in blind. They don't know where anybody else is. The flash comes out. Callie gets the headshot on Skies. 5v4. Oh, there he goes. Retro gets out from the lean and able to get the kill on Callie, but the trade goes through and the kills go left and right. Our bad. They're up 3v1. It's going to be all up to Retro.
But he does have someone down there all rotating to the front garage. Retro can definitely win this. 35 seconds left on the clock. That Evil Eye is still alive over on the side of White Van. See us holding the rotate here. Goes for the pre-fire. Not going to make any connection, though. Carnage very, very low health because he picked himself up.
No one has a diffuser yet. The diffuser, they know where it is. Drone's coming in. Retro has been caught out. Trying to get through the wall, and Rav cleaning up that kill. And what a huge round from Rav. Able to close things out. Our bad, finally. Starting to heat up. That was a really good round. I love the way that they executed. They went in there blind, and next thing you know, Rav had a headshot spree. Able to take out multiple members from Team Reciprocity, breaking their 5-round winning streak. Now have a point on the board. But this next bomb site's going back to Cafeteria and Garage, so let's see if our bad can do it again.
I don't want to raid on any raids yet, but even between the 2 maps so far.
No, don't say it, Stokes.
They don't even have enough to go to overtime. They've won 4 rounds across 2 maps so far. Now, we're not at the end yet.
Okay.
But
they won't be able to choose the overtime map. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying our bad has won 4 rounds across 2 maps so far. They don't even have enough to win 1 map just yet.
About the round. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have enough to win 1 map just yet. We're getting closer to that, and our bad is starting to warm up, which is good. We want to see that. But right now, things are looking bleak, more or less. And I think the way that they can adjust that is just try and keep the same play style that they're currently going with. They're trying to do things more calculated, not just trying to free ball and see what happens.
You know what's scary about this? Reciprocity's on defense right now. Wait till they go on attack.
That's really where things get scary.
That's where things are scary. because I personally believe that Reciprocity are so much better on attack, especially here on Consulate. This is where I've seen them just reign supreme above a lot of other teams out there in the league. But Mark, it's going to be Mira, those placements. He's going to be able to see yellow stairs and also these rotate hosts. They're going to be able to move around ambulance and pick up anybody that would love to come in and try to plant the diffuser. But Cali already, within the very first few seconds, gets a headshot on Foxay.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah.
That's payback.
Foxay tried to get loose again.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it worked the last time. Why couldn't it work again? But this time it is going to be our bad with the initial frag. Reciprocity, though, I guarantee you, is not going to be slowing down. You're not going to see any turtle sight set up or anything along those lines.
Not.
You're going to see this Rome game and Rome presence still try and take an effect on the round.
All right, Capital playing.
Punching the fans, guys. I got to replace that later. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Dude, all these holes you put in my walls, man. Come on. Got to pay somebody to drywall that.
They're utilizing.
They're
allocating a lot of resources towards these yellow stairs. But Mark's holding an angle. If Cali peeks to shoot that,
he doesn't have
huge chance that Mark's able to get a headshot, but the smoke bolt comes out and he's going to run up to the very first floor. He's going to clear out Piano so his teammate can come in, which is going to be Buck. It's going to make things a little bit easier for this garage takeover.
Everyone ready for this yellow take, and Team Reciprocity is lying in wait. Cali's going to hold off as things are going to get Thatchered and opened up here on the garage door. Plenty of time still on the clock, and that's really what you want to try and look at when you are looking at what time they're getting open walls and things along those lines on multiple maps, because that's going to go into the fact of how much utility does Reciprocity have to deny. Now, if Skies plays smoke absolutely perfectly to a T, he can deny 45 seconds of time. So getting dangerously close on that aspect, but the bloom is not big enough to obviously handle an entire garage door. So more or less going to have to be allocated to other areas, but plenty of nitro cells and plenty of guns still on the side of Team Reciprocity to try and handle this take of Arbad. Once again, Arbad does not have anyone else allocated to any other side of the map, and that could get dangerous. Arbad is not ready for the amount of firepower that is here, because more than likely they're going to be expecting Reciprocity to at least have 1 or 2 people watching this way and being expecting someone to flank, but that's not the case. This is a one-sided attack.
5v4. Our back currently in the lead. Gas grenade goes out. Reciprocity without Foxay, their Legion player, and in comes a push. Retro shuts it down immediately. Another gas canister goes out. 30 seconds left on the clock. Our bad. They had the lead, but now it's a 4v4. They have to make a push. 21 seconds left on the clock. But with Tuffy, throws in a frag grenade, the Skies catches him immediately. Now with 3v4. Our bad, it seems like their lead goes away after every living second, and next thing you know, it's a 1v4, and Reciprocity slays their way to winning round number 5. That was hard to watch.
That was
as you saw our bad prepare for that push. It was a 5v4. They had 45 seconds left on the clock. They ran in one by one and just died, and it was just so unfortunate. Buck comes in, with the cut grenade, and he gets headshotted, and everything falls apart. It was unfortunate. Our bad not able to get their foot in the door. They were able to win around convincingly, but then after that, Reciprocity said, hey, this is our map. This is what we do. This is why we're one of the best teams in the game, and we're going to show you exactly that. So we're going into round number 6.
Well, here's the thing, right? You get the initial pick, okay? But immediately after that, you let Reciprocity,
yeah,
it's coming over to me now, this tongue-tying thing. Reciprocity feel comfortable at home again. Yep. Why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that? Laxing rotates back down. The entire map, excuse me for the pun, is free real estate. That's really what it is. And you don't drone out anything. You don't expect.
They didn't.
They didn't do anything.
No.
Do you know how big Consulate is? Consulate's a pretty big map. There's 3 levels to this map. This map is massive.
Once we saw Cali go to yellow steps, I thought they were going to get instant piano control and just be able to come in from all sides to attack Reciprocity, because Reciprocity were booked into one small area.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. They tried to attack them through one lane, and it didn't work for them.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the other thing. Most of the guns that they had on the offense at the time are good enough to try and open up some things upstairs. I mean, you have Carnage on Zofia. Yeah, you might have lost the buck. That's okay. You still have impact nades on Zofia. Rotate her to piano. Rotate her to antechamber. Main lobby, circle desk, something.
Yeah.
Get them uncomfortable. You left that entire top floor solid. They can rotate anywhere for free, and it doesn't matter.
All they had to look at was yellow steps.
Yeah, that's it. Yellow steps. And guess what? They had somebody that was dead. They had Foxay dead. And then more than likely, he was on the lockers cam the entire time because nobody went there. That lockers cam was still up in the background. So they're like, okay, hey, you know what, Fox, I know you're dead. Sorry, buddy, about that. But can you watch that camera in the back? Because that's really all we have to be concerned about because they did not do a single other thing.
It was stress-free.
Stress-free?
When you watch these...
We're getting foot rubs with Reciprocity right now.
When you watch these top-tier teams, it's not just one point of attack whenever they go to a site. They make sure that you're uncomfortable. They come from 3 different areas, and that's where you have to really open up these maps. That's the beauty about Rainbow Six Siege. You're able to do that and utilize that to your advantage, but immediately...
Oh my goodness!
Able to get the Kobe, taking out Mark with the frag grenade. So, our bad, once again, we saw this last round. They were able to get the first blood. How are they going to act on it from this point on?
I didn't know that Buck played basketball. That was insane.
Buck is a shooter.
Yeah, man. Apparently.
The Canadian
a Canadian Stephen Curry. Oh my gosh. Anyways, besides that fact, again, you are still going to see this heavy roam game. It never stops them, but that might put a little bit of a bind in their plans here for Reciprocity as Foxay will bite the bullet as well. Rav taking him down. So not too much time left on the clock, and that's something that Arbad has had trials and tribulations with so far. Skies is going to have a little bit of damage done to him, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place now as well. But Laxton's still going to be on roam here as Legion. These goo mines could come up and pay dividends for him as people are going to try and rotate and take him down. But more than likely, once again, Arbad's going to slow down. Rav has 0 health. Tuffy's down, so no more Skeleton Key to try and pop open the bottom of the floor or what have you that they would try and do with him. But Laxing, again, still going to stick to this roam game. They have yellow secured with Skies, 3 Toxic Babes still, and again, 45 seconds is what you can deny. And more than likely, those are all going to be used on yellow. You don't see a rotate coming out.
No.
Except for Laxing. He's going to drop Circle Hatch, rotates over to the bottom of yellow stairs, and going to find Carnage. Things are getting bad for Arbad once again. Rav, 0 health. He has 1 health. You can breathe on the man. He'll keel over. Callie and Beastly, the other 2 left alive for Arbad, and seems to still be the Reciprocity train. Pre-fire coming out, and that Aldo, once again, you can just shoot for days. Still has 27 rounds in the mag, everyone. That's how dangerous this gun is. He's even going to kill Beastly with it. So easy a caveman could do it with this gun. Let me tell you, Skies will take down Rav. He's going to have to swing window, and this is going to be free. As Retro will confirm Callie, no rotate once again coming out for Arbad, and that's going to be the end of the defensive set here for Reciprocity. As they go up, 5-1.
A heartbreaking round. You start off the game once again with our bad. You get the first blood, and next thing you know, you slow the game down. When you slow the game down, you allow players like Laxing to roam around and pinch players. When Skies move with smoke over the top yellow, Laxing came straight from garage and said, all right, hey, I'm right behind you. Got the easy kill. Next thing you know, that 5v3 turned into a 5v4.
Once again, this is something that a lot of young teams need to understand. Sound cues? Yeah, no, you're fine, you're fine. Sound cues are a big deal.
Yeah.
Tell your teammates that information. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't see him. I don't exactly know if he's there. Legitimately, I guarantee you, on my casting career, I guarantee you, the call from Skies was, there's someone near yellow.
No,
I can hear him.
The cough.
Yeah.
You heard the cough. I heard the
Not
cough.
even hear the cough, heard the footsteps.
Yeah.
Heard the cough, heard the footsteps. He said, someone near yellow. And Laxing said, I can get to yellow for free. Drops circle desk. Already had the impact opened up for that drop hatch. Drops hatch, rotates through kitchen all the way to yellow.
Yeah.
Claims a free victory.
At that point, it's pretty predictable because once Foxay went down, Skies immediately said, okay, these yellow steps, this is my home. This is my domain.
I live here.
Like, this is my house. I pay rent. You're not going to get it for free. I'm going to hold it down with a shotgun, and if you come knocking, my neighbor Lax is going to come up right behind you and clean up the kill. So, Reciprocity once again showing that their synergy and chemistry is second to none, and they're able to turn any situation where it looks like they're going to lose a round into a winning occasion.
Yeah, the Laxing Skies duo would be very scary in any Purge movie.
Hey, so you know what I see all the time?
Yeah.
When Skies joined Reciprocity in place of Goddess,
Yeah.
a lot of people started showing pictures of the old Elevate roster. And I never got to see why people love that team so much. But right now, my very first game casting Reciprocity, I can see why people love them.
Oh man!
These
Yeah,
two
oh, they're
work together
so much fun.
well.
I've literally
So
said this a million bajillion times. Reciprocity is the most entertaining team to watch on the planet.
Oh, they
really are.
They are.
Because there's a lot of teams that do this kind of play style, but Reciprocity does it with just that little bit of flair.
They do.
Just that little bit of flair. We've seen massive plays by the likes of Kanto, Nesk, everybody across a bunch of different teams, hungry. But Reciprocity, every single one of these team members has that finesse. That's what it is. It's the finesse of Team Reciprocity.
You know what it is? They're scrappy gameplay.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch, and they're able to just really go out there and just beat gunners. So when we see clutches coming from Kanto and whatnot, that's, every 3 rounds or whatever. With Reciprocity, it seems like it happens every single round. But Mark going ahead, getting a headshot on Cali, that's going to be the first blood of the round. But yeah, they're such a fun team to watch because they're not scared of anybody, and they're willing to test their limits in every single gunfight that they have.
They will test their luck over and over and over again against some of the best teams in the entire world. They did the same thing against G2 at SI. Like, you know what? We might have man count, but I guarantee you I can get another kill. Let's go.
Nothing's scarier than confidence.
Nothing scary. Nothing is scarier than confidence. I like that, Belly. I like that a lot. Speaking of confidence, Fox A is going to confidently throw a nade. He's going to confidently claim the life of Rav. So things, once again, going in the favor of Arbad. Both of the anchors are actually down. No more ACOGs in play. But doesn't going to punish them so far just yet. Minute and 10 left on the clock, but Mark is inside of sight. He swung big windows. He's planting on the reinforcement. They can't stop him. There's no way. They're completely cut off. Boxing inside a bathroom. Mark's still on there. Oh my gosh, Mark's gonna claim yet another life. They're living through everything. Tuffy will take down Fox, but he's gonna immediately get claimed by Mark. Mark can plant the bomb and kill your entire team. It doesn't matter. Retro from console window. It's match point. It's Reciprocity. Bad with no answers so far.
Reciprocity once again making something happen from nothing. Able to get in the CEO and the admin and get the plan off. They slay out.
I just got warmed up, man, and this game's about to be over. I'm literally about to clock out and go home. What is happening?
I'm upset.
I'm a little upset as well.
I'm pretty mad.
I honestly, I expect a little bit more out of our bad. I really did.
You know what though?
Really did. A lot of people, hold on, 2 seconds. A lot of people get angry with us because, we put a team on a pedestal. We praise teams for doing things, that are good. But also on the flip side of the coin, they get mad at us for being critical of teams, right? I will say a couple of things. One, Arbad still has a very good base. They've proved that they can and should be here.
They belong.
Yes.
They belong here.
The only issue is they didn't go up against a rigid team this time around.
No.
Rogue is a very, very rigid team in what they do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Reciprocity is unorthodox.
Reciprocity is unorthodox.
So the one thing I want to point out is that our bad, they're always up a man or two most of these rounds, even going back to the last map. But the thing about Reciprocity is that, okay, if you're down 3v5, 2v5, I don't expect Laxing to run around in this area and try to get kills. I want to expect players to play scared. I'm going to expect them to turtle and camp it out just a little bit, but not Reciprocity.
No,
they throw the rule book out the window and they run and gun.
Absolutely, and that's the main thing. A lot of teams in those instances, when you go down players, especially two, right off rip, you go, guys, we got to turtle up. Rotate back to site. Lax, I need you back here ASAP, brother. I need you here. And guess what Laxing does? No. I'm going to sit here and lobby. That's what I'm going to do. This is where I belong. I don't belong at home. I'm an adventurer.
Yeah. He's a nomad.
Call me Dora the Explorer. I'm going out.
Retro, 11-2. 11-2 for Retro.
This man's showing up. Again, this is what everybody on that Reciprocity roster has talked about, is the amount of flexibility. And that Retro's been a massive talking point for Reciprocity recently with, his lack of play. A lot of people went, Retro's wash, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I never liked that.
Yeah. No, I don't like it either, because here's the thing. This entire game is mental. And when you bring people down like that, it gets inside of their head. It does. The more you talk mess about somebody, eventually it's going to get to them.
But you know what the thing about Reciprocity is? They don't let the talk get to them.
No.
If they did, then Skies would have folded.
Yeah.
Skies hasn't folded yet. And Retro is going off right now.
Yeah.
He's like, hey,
it's a beautiful thing to see, especially because then after that you just get to go, I top fragged my team tonight. See you later. Like, hey, what's up?
Good night.
Good night. GN.
See you with the LAN.
Yeah, see you, LAN. Have fun, guys. See you later.
So Reciprocity 1 round away from securing their spot as the Western Conference LAN, team. If they
stage
win
one
this
winners,
round.
yeah.
Yeah, stage 1 winners. So, our bad, they have a long hill to climb, down 1-6. 5-5 right now, but a minute and 31 seconds left on the clock. A lot of time, but not a lot has happened.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you this?
Talk to me.
So, fun fact: Reciprocity's won 13 rounds. Our bad has won 4. That's a little vicious. I'm sorry.
Big oof.
You guys know I like our bad. Carnage is a great player. Beastly's a great player. But
You were high on our bad.
Yeah, no, I really thought that they were going to be able to have a very, very good showing. But again, something I didn't take into account for. Again, this is something I do. What I want and what I expect. I wanted our bad to have a very good showing, proving that they are a top contender inside of NA. What I didn't take into account when I was originally thinking that is how weird Reciprocity plays comparative to the other competition, and they're proving that right now. Granted, Beastly's literally going to knock Mark off of Suicide Balcony, as most of the time it's called, because you literally just die if you try and sit on there, but Laxing and Retro are immediately going to trade it back, and this is actually going to put the body count back in Reciprocity's favor. Now, only issue is, there is 2 people left alive on our bad. They're both, on the bigger side of things. They're 3 armors, but more than likely what you're going to see is a very, very aggressive, harsh take here by Reciprocity. Laxing doing what he does best. He's off in Narnia, but he's going to try and find some victims here as he's holding down benches. He's going to have to sprint in the back of circle. This could get him punished here. You're going to expect the rotate. Carnage is going to come up big. He's been so clutch throughout this, and it's not going to be enough. Our bad holds on.
What? I sat down.
I
sat down thinking that this round was done, but Carnage, he says, oh nah, we have more to say. So, Carnage with the huge 3K, and our bad picks up their 2nd round of the map.
And you know what? This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. This is what Rainbow Six comes down to, and this is my favorite thing about this game.
Yeah.
That came down to one decision.
What was that?
And one decision only. All Laxing had to do was sit on circle stairs where he was and stare down benches like he was.
That's
just
simple.
sit there for 3 more seconds. That's it. That's simple.
It's a game of
all of those good decisions that they made earlier in that round to get that 3 versus 2. And it all fell down to if Laxing held that hallway or not.
Yeah.
That is it. That's it.
It's a learning lesson. I'm pretty sure when they watch this VOD, they're going to learn, hey, maybe next time.
That is why a lot of people love this game. It's amazing. It always comes down to one decision. I've said for a very, very long time, this game is a game of who makes less mistakes. That's literally it. How big is your mistake, and who made fewer of them? That's it.
That's pretty much life.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. But, this game especially just punishes you for that wholeheartedly at every step of the way.
I've never seen a game that will punish you harder for just
Simple
a wasted second.
Yeah.
It's the
beautiful.
smallest things. Like, paying attention to detail is the name of the game when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege, and the way that the setups are, it's beautiful, man. It's like poetry. Especially within the last 30 seconds, the push in the site is poetry in motion.
Oh, it's amazing.
This game is addicting, and ever since I did my very first event at the U.S. Nationals in Vegas, I was hugged. This became my favorite game.
Oh, it's so much fun.
You saw me. I never got off this game.
Yeah.
You
left that venue crying in the club.
I did.
I remember I gave you a hug. I was like, it's going to be okay, buddy.
So you guys know at home, I had to leave early. I had to leave the championship game. And when I left that venue, I shed a thug tear. I didn't tell him.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Half one.
Manly tear.
All right, but Reciprocity 1 round away. Here it goes. Our bad. Can they answer back? Down 2-6. I've seen it happen before, many other games. But right here, right now, against Team Reciprocity, one of the top-tier teams in the game, our bad. They're going to have to do everything perfect from this point on.
We'll have to see exactly what happens. Reciprocity already has the garage open. It's not even a minute in. So very, very early on. It's something we talked about earlier with how much utility does our bad have in the bank. And I can tell you right now, it's not enough. Not enough. Tons and tons and tons of time. That's all our bad has. But one thing that's all that Reciprocity has. But the one thing is, our bad will just continue to sit here and let Reciprocity waste out that bank, because that's exactly what you need to do. On defense, the time is always on your side. Let that timer run. Let it run and let it run and let it run, because eventually it's going to get down to the point where they have to make a push. But the thing about Team Reciprocity is they know that, and they're going to get aggressive. That's the difference between Arbad and Team Reciprocity, and you're going to see it pop off right here. Mark going to be trying to put down the diffuser. I don't know if they have anybody to try and stop him. Callie's trying to rotate up the pipes. Mark's dedicated himself to black car. Is the rotate going to work out? Yes, it is. Callie on yellow going to be able to take down the diffuser. And it's going to lie and wait for someone to try and handle the mantle here. Retro will rotate in. He has yellow control now, but somebody could still rotate over by white. Foxay can open things up above. Callie, rock, hard place. Laxing's going to claim his life. This is where things are going to get very, very bad for the defense.
Foxay is making things a little bit messy up there in Piano, using Sledge and Beasley using the shotgun to take down Foxay, but the diffuser currently going down. Capital. No, Retro. Retro finds himself in a 1v1 on the right side of White Van, and he's gonna get taken down as Beasley picks up another one. 3v2, Reciprocity, Skies. A little bit of health, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna take out the hot hand for our bet.
Oh, what a shot by Rev. As Laxing could stop things, but he's not going to. Skies is down, doesn't matter. Diffuser will be stopped. Our bad playing spoils once again.
Hey, 2 straight. 2 straight. Very good round from our bad. They knew what Reciprocity was doing. We've seen this strategy time and time again. Reciprocity allocated 4 out of 5 players towards that front of garage, and with the rotation coming from yellow stairs, our bad was able to pick off a kill and ruin what Reciprocity was trying to do, slowing them down for an extra 20-30 seconds. Great play at the end. Taking out Laxing was huge, and our bad winning that round, they deserved it.
You got to give it to Beasley on that defensive hold right there.
And that 2K was
it opened up the door. It really opened up the door, because right then you thought it was signed, sealed, and delivered. Team Reciprocity to land, but not just yet. Our bad trying to hold on. This is fight for your life territory. Either you stay at home or you get on a flight and you come join us wherever we're going, because we still have no idea. But you know, it could be Vegas again. Let's go have some fun in Vegas. It was a good time. It was a really, really good time. But again, this is do or die for our bad.
This is a situation where our bad, this is where you get some hair on your chest, okay? You're down 1-6, you win 2 rounds straight. You're telling yourselves, hey, we can beat these guys. Okay, yeah, they're Reciprocity. We've seen them on the big stage before, but we're winning. We're winning these engagements. We're winning these 1v1s. Our trades are on point. Now, the chemistry is coming together. The momentum is now on our side. Reciprocity, they lost their momentum. So our bad, let's see if they can continue to win rounds on their way to try to make it to tiebreaker map. And Ravsey utilizing Maestro. See the evil eye over in console office. Gonna have a great view if Reciprocity ever tries to make a push through. And yellow stairs is gonna be extremely important when it comes to this push. Let's see where Reciprocity is coming.
All right, Reciprocity once again on offense here, and they're gonna try and make their way, seal their ticket on that plane to ride wherever we're going once again. Oh no! Foxy's gonna get it. Rav goes down, and that's gonna be such a good early pick. Oh no! You gotta respect the window, Rav. Everyone pre-fires that. No.
As if he had X-ray vision, Foxay was able to get a beautiful kill to open things up for Reciprocity, and that's a dagger for our bad.
And the thing is, that pre-fire was to try and kill somebody that was just rotating through middle office. That was it. Yeah, you just pre-fired it. I'm about 90% positive they did not even have a drone for that. And that was just a pre-fire that just took off the arms of Rav.
So the funny thing about casting, we see the X-ray visions, we see the outlines of the players, and whenever a cursor or a line of sight goes over the character, you hold your breath a little bit.
Oh, I thought Callie, come on, Rec would do it. Dedicate yourself. Jump that window. Go. They know you're there. Go. Oh, he's got an AD in his hand. Oh, no. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, got ADS. Oh, no, I didn't get ADS. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, no. Callie, you had to jump, brother. Jump, man. Come on. 23.
You had to make the big play.
Oh, you had to. You had to dedicate it.
In 2019, we make those big plays.
Exactly. You have to at least trade yourself out. You're Doc. Get that kill. You know what I mean? Just kill him. Shoot him in his face. Just do it. Carnage's going to be rotating up Spiral here, but things are starting to go bad for Reciprocity.
Right.
Or excuse me, for our bad.
So, moving up yellow stairs and going straight to bathroom is going to be Foxay, utilizing Sledge. Yeah, there's a player to the left side of that doorway, but Holding a C4, our bad. They have 2 players left alive. So he banded in smoke. 2 operators that can make it happen, but the diffuser's starting to go down.
It's going to be all up to Tuffy and Beastly here.
Oh,
Foxay going to take down Beastly. Tuffy's going to claim him with a nitro cell, though. He's got Fortifying. Diffuser down. Everyone's going to be holding his rotate, but Skies, donk, goodbye. We'll see you later. Seal, signed, and delivered are those plane tickets to take Reciprocity to absolutely wherever we're going. But that's what matters. We're going to land.
Reciprocity, your stage 1 Western Conference winners. They booked their tickets to the U.S. Nationals land, the very first team to do so. But Retro going absolutely off, and take a look at the stats. 12-4, 10-2. 12-4, 10-2. Retro and Skies. Absolutely lights out, but Foxay, we stand a king. That wall bangs for 2 kills for the bread. that was huge. I didn't expect that. Foxay, his game sense is second to none.
Yeah, 32 kills between 3 players.
Insane.
That's
insane.
Wow. If you added the first map,
hey.
Whew.
All right. So,
all right.
Congratulations to Reciprocity. They're going to move on. We're going to see them at land, but our bad. There's good things to take away from this game. If you go ahead and watch the VOD, they're going to be able to learn from their mistakes and come back better next time. Stage 2 is right around the way, and take a look at the replays. You saw a lot of good moments. There were times where our bad, they were up all the time, but once they know how to hold on to those rounds whenever they have the lead, it's going to be big coming into stage 2, and I expect to see them in the finals once more.
I still can't believe he did that.
That C4 was filthy.
That, you can't do people like that, man. That's just filthy. Like, I'm sure he's got friends watching at home.
Reciprocity is a scary team.
They really are, man. They really are. But, again, tip of the cap to our bad. You guys have a great base, a fantastic base. Do not give up on this roster. I'm telling you right now, this roster can work. Some minor adjustments, and things will be okay. Biggest takeaway from this for you guys is stop stalling.
Yes.
Stop stalling
and
take map control. That's the only 2 things. You have the firepower. You have the players. Carnage opened the door quite a bit, and it got slammed shut because you guys just did not try and take onto map. And it's a very, very difficult thing to watch sometimes when that happens with teams. So, you know, they don't know where anyone's going to be, so they just don't do anything about it. They're like, okay, well, we just fragged out 2 people, like that big 2K where it was 5v3, and they did not take any map control.
No.
You're going, what? Guys, what's happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? But, again, Reciprocity walking away with this one. 7-3 times 2. Did it on both maps here. So 14 rounds to 6 for those quick maths out there. But, again, Reciprocity, I don't think there's any stopping this train. Biggest thing is, we're going to see them at the finals later this year.
They're going to land.
They're going to land.
There you go.
This will be the first land for that roster besides SI. Excuse me, since SI.
Okay.
So, well, it's been like the only land. But besides that point, it's very big for them because obviously they did not make it to Milan. So being able to make another land and have something to prep and look forward to is a very big deal, especially for Team Morale.
And they want to be Team USA. I just know it.
I want to be Team USA. You want to be everyone.
You are Team USA. But congratulations to Reciprocity. We have an interview coming up with a man that I haven't spoken to before, but I like him a lot. It's going to be Hopes from Team Reciprocity. Let's get him up on the screen. Hopes, how's it going?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. So you guys are the very first team to go ahead and make it to land for the U.S. Nationals. How does that feel?
I think we're just happy we don't have to stand for qualifiers. Like, we're just happy to get it done. Have to play stage 2, 3, or 4.
Okay. It's just, is it me or is his voice going in and out just a little bit? Okay. All right. So Hopes.
All right.
We
Maybe
saw
this
it.
is better?
Yes, way better.
All right, way better? All right, cool. We're just saying that we're just happy to get it done in stage 1 and not have to play stage 2, 3, or 4. Because we'd rather just get it done now and get it over with.
Okay. So Hopes, we've seen a lot of clutch moments when it comes to your team. Your team, compared to any other, they're phenomenal when it comes to making something happen, whether it's a 2v5, a 3v5, or whatever. How important is it that you're able to rely on every single player on that roster to clutch it up at any given time?
I think we don't like to rely on that, but it's just the way it happens. So when it happens, you just kind of take it how it is. You know, Lax can kind of go off whenever he can. Fox kind of helps on the Chrome too. But it's not just them too. We have 5 players. do whatever, and they're very flexible and they play all roles.
All right. Well, Hopes, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out to do this interview. We'll see you at LAN, and congratulations. Go ahead and celebrate with the team. We'll see you next time.